some guide challenged me to beat this level that had an unknown and very strange secret path. Over 1,000 people tried figuring out how to beat it over the last 4 years or so, but I was the first person to finish the level, and I'll show how I did it. At the start, you have to hit this yellow block while the beetle faces to the right. That lines up this shell so you can jump off of it, and more enemies. I'll speed up the gameplay as I make my way up here. Now I have to do insanely precise jumps without touching the thwomp enemies. Then, the precision required gets way harder as I have to fall down these spikes and land on a block without hitting this corner spike. Then, I have to pick the correct pipe, which happens to be the last one, and in this next section, I have to do something that's almost impossible to figure out. So in this room, I hit an on-off switch twice, which allows this shell to fall. But I actually have to hit the switch a third time so that a part in the level over a whole minute later works properly. And there were no instructions saying that I had to do that. But before I get to the weirdly designed part of the level that required me to hit that switch 3 times, there's a ridiculously difficult precision section. Quickly dodging all the spikes is way harder than it looks, and if I lost there, I'd have to start all over again. And I'll speed up to this next part that makes you do a very hard trick while you can't see. So I do a shell jump here while this effect blinds me from seeing Mario. And then, after precisely jumping off the thwomps, there's another weird secret. It seems like I'm supposed to go over here to this door, but it's actually a shortcut to starting the level all over again. Instead, there's an off-screen spring that bounces this bob-omb for a horribly precise jump to this door, which I definitely never died on. Then, I do a completely blind jump and spin jump off an enemy to a door I can't see. And way over here is the strange part I mentioned earlier. So hitting this on-off switch releases an enemy that I have to jump off of. And if I didn't hit that switch from way before 3 times like I did, the enemy would have already spawned too early and I wouldn't be able to jump off of it. So after understanding how to get past that, this next part is no easier. I literally pause buffer my game so I can perfectly line up me running with a shell being released so I can wear it to damage boost in the next room. And I very narrowly escape before my damage boost disappears. And the level then tricks me into thinking I have to go left, but I go to the right. And whenever I achieve something like beating insanely hard and confusing levels, I like to celebrate by putting something up on my wall that symbolizes my achievement. Since this level is called the ultimate test, and I was the only person to complete the test, I put the grade I got on my test on my wall. Although I'm the only one in over 1,000 people who beat that first level, this level you're seeing now had a clear rate of over 1 in 100,000 and had a secret that was extremely well hidden. And the solution blew even my mind. And to see how I beat that video is right here.